Hi guys, so it's been so long, literally so long, but now I'm finally back, my exams are done and I'm ready to get loads of videos out for you guys. So I hope you guys are excited as I am, and thank you for just waiting for me, you know, waiting like 4 months, I don't know, has it been 4 months? I don't know. So for today's video I'm just going to be doing a talk through this look. It's like a really warm smoky eye. I think that's perfect for the summer really. Please thumbs up and subscribe and comment and all that good stuff afterwards. So let's get started. So first I'm going to start with priming with my Too Faced Hangover X primer, and I'm just going to use a stippling brush to apply this. I'm going to use the Zoeva Stippling 125 brush. This primer is really good because it stays quite tacky, so your foundation literally like clings to it, and also it smells quite nice actually. And it gives a really nice dewy kind of look. By the way, if I keep looking kind of to the side, it's because that's where my mirror is. Okay, so that's all on. Now I'm going to do foundation. I'm going to use my NARS Sheer Glow. Still using this, still my favourite. It just is. I don't know why. I'm not really like that much of a foundation fiend, so I just use the same one for everything. Oh, that's a bit much. And to apply this, I'm going to use my Beauty Blender. I'm just bouncing it in. I really love this foundation because it is like medium to full coverage, but it still looks really natural, so it's not like cakey or anything, it's just really nice. This is my first time filming with a proper camera, so if something goes wrong, I'll learn for next time. Okay, so that's all blended in. Now I'm going to do concealer. I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair Beige. I've been loving this. I think pretty much everyone's been loving this, and now I understand why. I think because I don't really spend that much money on concealer, so this is kind of like a weird thing for me, but I'm obsessed with it. I'm going to get a smaller mirror so I can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to put it on my chin, around my mouth, by the red bits on my nose, and then under my eyes. Then once again I'm going to use my Beauty Blender to blend it out. It just blends so amazingly, and it just, once again it has the coverage, but it just doesn't look cakey at all, and it's just amazing. The shade of this concealer is a little bit lighter than my skin, so it really helps to like brighten up my whole face. Okay, now the base is done. I'm just going to set everything using my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. Still using this stuff. I think like I'm just going to keep using it forever because buying powder is not really an exciting thing, so I just don't think to buy another one, but this one works fine. So I'm just going to set everywhere, mainly under the eyes and in like the T-zone, because that's where I get a bit shiny. This is just a random brush, by the way. I just found it, and I mean it does the job. So okay, so the base is looking good. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the shade dark brown. So this is amazing. I love this pencil. It's got a spoolie on one side and then the pencil on the other, which is really handy. So first I'm just going to brush through them with the spoolie just to make them all go in the right direction and kind of get the idea of what shape I want. Now I'm going to use a pencil, just fill in any bits that are sparse or just kind of make the shape a bit more defined. Nothing too much though. I have my prom next week, so I'll definitely do a video showing you guys my makeup and maybe my hair as well, because I'm doing them both myself, so look forward to that. Okay, so now I'm going to do the eyes. I'm just going to zoom you guys in a bit so you can see. Why does that eyebrow look so weird? That looks normal. But that one does not, but it kind of does in real life. Just trust me, okay? Okay, so I kind of want to do like a warm, summery, you know, smoky eye kind of thing like that. So I'm first going to start with my, can you see that? Yeah, my Violet Voss Pro palette, which I've been obsessed with, literally obsessed. I'm going to start with the shade Transition, with just this warm brown kind of colour, and I'm just going to start with a, what's it called? Sigma Taper Blending E40 brush, and just put that in the crease just to start the blending process. So just circular motions in the crease like that. And this colour is literally the perfect transition shade. Probably why it's called transition, but it's just so perfect because it's not too warm, it's not too cool, it's just kind of like a medium toned brown colour, and it's just perfect for the crease. So concentrating most of it in like the outer part of the crease, just because that's the part where you want it to be the most intense, if that makes sense. We're not going too hard on the inner corner, just keeping it on the outer corner. Really make sure this colour is nice and blown out and blended, because this is just the first shade we're going to put down, so it doesn't need to be too intense. We're just starting off that blending. Okay, so now that colour's down, we're going to take a bit of a darker brown. I'm going to use my Zoeva Luxe Soft Definer. This one's a bit more narrow, as you can see. Please excuse how dirty it is, I will wash it eventually. But I'm going to go back into the Violet Voss palette. I'm going to take the shade Are You Kidding Me, which is a bit darker, just a tiny bit darker. And I'm going to concentrate this a bit more right in the crease, just so we can get more depth. And the same just circular windshield wiper motions in the crease. So now just blending up slightly. You can also go back in with the blending brush just to make sure that everything stays blended across the top. And just once again just circular motions. Like so. God, that eyebrow is horrific. It really doesn't look that bad in person, please trust me. Now I'm going to go into the Colourpop Low Key palette. So I'm going to take this colour, which is called, it doesn't have the names on it, give me a minute, Running Late, no, wrong one, IOU. So yeah, so that's this one. This one's a bit more orangey kind of, and a bit more warm. So just same thing again, building it up in the crease. Not too much of this one because you don't want it to be like bright orange, but just a little bit, and then just same place as last time, right in the crease. It may seem a bit excessive putting so many colours in the crease, but really just layering up these colours is what's going to make it look super blended and nice in the end. Then once again, blending brush, just keep going back in with this because it'll really help in the end. Now I'm going to go in with my Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I used to be obsessed with this, but I really haven't used it that much recently. But it's so dirty and gross. So I'm going to take the shade Red Ochre, which is like a brick red kind of colour with a bit of like a brown in it. And this is going to go all over the lid. So don't worry too much about blending it, and just try and pack on all the colour first. So just pat it on, just all over the lid. Don't go into the crease just yet because that'll make it bit too intense for now and kind of hard to blend. Do as many layers as you want, you just want to keep layering it. Don't go in with too much first because then you'll get loads of fallout. Just keep layering it and then it'll get to the intensity that you want. Okay, so my camera just turned off. I apologise, I think it just cut off right before, you know, what I was doing, so let's get back on track. I'm using the Sigma Taper Blending Brush, this one again, and I'm just going over the red in the crease just to keep blending out. By the way, I'm just using the brush that came in the Anastasia palette for this bit, and this side is really good because it's kind of dense, so it really packs on the colour. Okay, so now that's all blended, I'm going to go in the next shade, which is in the Violet Voss palette, and it is this shade called Teddy Bear. And it's a really dark brown, warm kind of colour. And to put this colour on, I'm going to use this, what's called Zoeva Luxe Pencil Brush. It's like a narrow kind of pencil blending brush. And we're just going to pack this colour on the outer corner. Because this brush is pretty much a blending brush as well, you can kind of deposit the colour and then blend it out slightly. So let's just blend it as you go, and you can put it a bit in the outer part of the crease as well if you want to. But just try and keep it right on the outer corner. So now back in with a blending brush, just going back and forth over that colour, just to blend it out. You really want to make sure there's no harsh lines at all. Okay, so that's basically the top part of the lid done. So now we're going to move on to the lower lash line. So I'm going to start with, there you go, this transition shade again. And we're just going to put this all the way across the across the lower lash line. So right from the outer corner, right into the inner corner. I keep poking myself in the eye. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this tiny little brush. This is the Zoeva Luxe Precise Shader. And we're going to go in with the teddy bear colour, which is this dark brown. And we're going to put this right up against the lower lash line. So not smoking it out as much as that previous colour, but just right in there so it adds some definition to our lower lashes. So literally just wiggle it right in the lower lash line. Don't bring it right into the inner corner, just kind of 3/4 of the way across, because personally I don't want it to be like too, in your face. Okay, so now if you wanted to, you could add colour on the waterline. I'm going to skip that just because I don't want it to be too intense, but you could do a black or a nude maybe. But I'm just going to skip right onto the mascara. I'm going to use my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. This is the little sample one. I'm just going to coat my top and bottom lashes. Also, you can go ahead and add fake lashes if you want. I still haven't mastered them. I got some for, what did I actually get them for? I bought some, maybe just like to practice, and I still haven't got the hang of it, so I'm just going to skip that because I don't want to ruin the eyeshadow like I just did. Are you kidding me? Oh no. I'm just trying and wipe that away and pretend like it never happened. Okay, now just to finish off the eyes, I'm going to take this champagne kind of colour from the Colourpop palette, and this one is called Take It Slow. I'm going to put this on the inner corner and brow bone as a highlight. This colour is amazing. So now going back onto the face, I'm going to use my Benefit Hoola Bronzer. I'm just going to put this in the hollows of my cheeks and on my temple just to warm the face up a bit. With this kind of look, you really want to make sure the skin looks warm as well, because otherwise your eyes, because your eyes are so warm, your face is going to get washed out. So really make sure you put bronzer on your face. Now for blush, I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Illuminator. It's just a really nice pink, kind of rosy kind of colour, and I'm just going to put this on my cheeks. Just a little bit though, not too much. I absolutely love this colour. It's so like warm and it just blends right into your bronzer. And now for highlight, I'm going to use my Mary Luminizer. And my sister dropped it, so it shattered, so I literally can't show you. I don't know, can you see that? Yeah. So I'm just going to very, very carefully use this to highlight my cheekbones. I'm also going to put a tiny little bit on my nose, just like a tiny bit, and on my Cupid's bow, just to bring it all together. Now to finish off the entire look, I'm going to use my Urban Decay lipstick in the shade Uptight, and it's just like a really warm nude kind of colour. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys love it. I actually love this because I just love a good warm smoky eye. If you do love it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'll be back again, back into the routine, getting videos up every week for you guys. So give me any suggestions that you want, let me know in the comments below. And I'm just so happy to be back. It just felt like so long not doing videos, and I'm just so excited for the new videos I'll be able to do now. So if you guys want to follow me in my journey, make sure you subscribe and come back every week to watch my videos. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!